wait for it. Moksha. I have news for you. You already got moksha. You already are free. All of us are already eternally free. We just don't know it. The whole problem is not to attain freedom or moksha. The whole problem is to realize that we already have moksha. You say, if that's so, then why are we here? We are here for moksha, right? Why are we here? In Vedanta, they have a saying, Praptasya prapti nivrittasya nivritti. What you get on the path of knowledge in Vedanta, the moksha you get, is what you have already got. You already got it. Vedanta tells you, points it out to you. Look there, you've got it. You don't get it anew or fresh. Because Vedanta says what has a beginning will come to an end. If you actually get moksha now, if freedom starts now, then that which starts now will come to an end one day. What use is that kind of freedom? That freedom is worthwhile, which is there all the time, which is there everywhere, and which is your very nature. Which is not limited in Sanskrit, not limited. Desha, kala, vastu, paricheda, shunya. Devoid of limitations of time, space, and object. At all times, at all places, and in everybody, in you, in me, and everybody, this moksha, the nature of freedom, is always there. But it is covered by ignorance, and the whole purpose of spirituality is to point out all the spirituality that we do, whether it's meditation or devotion or philosophical inquiry, all of that is to remove the wrong notion that we are not free. So you can see it goes to stratospheric levels. It's telling you that you are a Buddha right now. The only difference between Gautama Buddha and you or me is that he realized he was free. We don't realize that. We think we are in bondage and we will get freedom. We will go through a whole process of spiritual practice to get freedom. There is this story of the donkey. I love it. Yeah. It's like this. In India, when you wash clothes, at the time when there were no washing machines, even now, there are this whole profession of clothes washers, or washermen and washerwomen. They pick up the clothes from your house, and they have this donkey on which they load the unwashed clothes, and they take it to the river and they wash it, and you wouldn't want to know what they do to your fine clothes, the way they pound it, but they really get it clean. And then they spread it out in the hot sun on the rocks, and they spend the whole day there. It's all clean, and then they fold it, put it on the donkey, and come back home. Next day they come and deliver it at your home. I've seen that happen also when we were children. Now the story goes, this washerman, he has this donkey, and he goes out to the river to wash the clothes. When he reaches the river, to his shock, he discovers that he forgot to get the rope with which to tie the donkey to the tree. Now, if he goes and washes the clothes, the donkey will wander off, and he's a poor man. He can't afford it. His SUV is gone. While he's wondering what to do, does he have to go back? He'll lose a whole work day to go back home and just for the rope. This wise man walks past and says that, don't worry. All you have to do is just go to the donkey and pretend to tie it. Okay, will that work? Yes, try it. So he goes to the donkey, and as if he's got a rope, he whips it out. Nothing is there. And the donkey is watching like this. And he pretends to tie it tightly with the tree, and the donkey is watching, and sort of whisking its tail and flapping its ears and looking. And then slowly the washerman takes the clothes and keeps looking back at the donkey. The donkey is standing perfectly still. And all day long while he's working, he keeps looking at the donkey once in a while, standing perfectly still, doesn't go anywhere. And he says, wow, so simple. And then the evening when he loads the washed clothes and says, okay, let's go. The donkey doesn't move. And now he's in trouble. If there was a real rope, he could have untied it. But there's no real rope. How can he free the donkey? No matter how he curses and cajoles the donkey, it doesn't move. I have a feeling the donkey might have a slight smile on its lips. And he runs to that wise person's house in the village and says, sir, what trouble you have landed me in? The donkey won't move, and the sun is setting, it's getting dark. And the wise man says, oh, it's so simple. Pretend to untie the donkey in front of it. It goes and pretends to untie the donkey, and of course, the donkey starts moving. We may laugh at the donkey, but that's what is happening to us right now. According to Vedanta, the entire scheme of bondage and freedom, the whole project of moksha is basically tying the donkey and untying it. We are actually free. Nothing has tied us. Vivekananda says, thine only is the hand that holds the rope that drags thee on. You are holding the rope and it's dragging you on, life after life. Let go thy hold, sannyasi bold. Say Om Tat Sat Om. Vivekananda says that. But we will not let go. So for that, this entire process of saying you are in bondage, so now you need to do these practices, and until you realize that you are Brahman, the infinite spirit, the world is an appearance within you, you see it, an intuitive flash, it comes to you. But when it comes to you, you realize you are never in bondage. Moksha is your very nature. It's not something that we attain to. Our very nature at this moment is that we are eternally free. But if that makes you happy, then I don't have to do anything. You need not. But then don't complain about suffering. Go back to the very beginning. We do all of this. Whether you are eating a cookie or earning money or doing good deeds or in art or in science or meditating or doing philosophy, whatever it is. All of this is basically to become happy and overcome suffering. As long as I honestly say to myself, I'm not yet happy, really. I have not overcome suffering. The process of tying and untying the donkey will have to continue. It's no use saying that I am already free. So moksha, this journey, we have just about completed it, is this project. Whichever way, I'm not saying the way of knowledge is superior to the others. Vivekananda said, do it by love, do it by meditation, do it by good works, serving others, service, do it by knowledge, philosophy, by one or more or all of these, and be free. That is the whole of religion. Books, temples, doctrines, and churches are but secondary details. Moksha is the point of all of religion.